Sinner. That is it, in fact. Hugo Gaston has retired. Oh, what a shame that is. Well, the physio was out, and he's had enough.
Wow, that was unexpected, but you can see the distress for poor Hugo Gaston out on Rod Laver Arena. Just 2 sets of tennis, an hour and 8 minutes. Sad way for proceedings to end tonight.
I can only think he's unwell, because obviously took some pills, didn't he? Didn't seem to be any physical discomfort. We'll find out a little bit more after this match, but warmed up earlier on today, looked pretty good this morning when he was warming up, so it didn't seem to be inhibited in any way, shape or form up in the warm-up when he was practicing with Hugo Humbert. It's utterly devastated to have not been able to get out here and compete. This is a big stage, obviously. And sadly for him, his time on it has been limited this evening. Probably going to drop outside the top 100 after a defeat here. It might be the least of his worries right now. Trudges off onto the locker. Himself fit. Back competing again pretty soon. We're not going to waste any time though, because we're going to get a chance to hear from the winner. He's with Jim Courier.
I'm going to stand on the side of you. Here we go. Jannik, well, congratulations on the match. No player likes to win a match in these circumstances. Were you surprised that Hugo stopped after the second set?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that he was not serving with a very high pace, especially in the second set. But you know, it's not the way you want to win the match. But he's such a talented player. You know, he has incredible touch, moving very well. So I knew starting from the beginning that I had to play a very high-level tennis, trying to be as aggressive as possible, which I've done. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be back here. It's a very special place for me. Thanks for coming. The atmosphere as always it's amazing.
It's a special place. Two-time defending champion here. We haven't seen you for 9 weeks. We last saw you winning the ATP finals in your nation of Italy. You played brilliantly there, and then 9 weeks you were not competing. How would you rate your performance? Not always easy to take 9 weeks off and then come back out and play a match at a major to start.
Yes, no, but honestly I felt very well prepared. We worked a lot physically, also obviously on the court too. I had one great match with Felix, even though if it's an exhibition, but we went full. So and yeah, but as you said, the official matches are always very different. So I'm very happy how I started off today. Of course, a bit of tension, but this is. Now it's time also to enjoy it. All the hard work is done, and we practice for moments like this now, so I'm very happy to be back here.
I want to dig in on that a little bit. I want to understand, because I went through off seasons. I know how difficult it can be, sometimes more difficult than playing tournaments because you're pushing your body so hard and trying to make improvements. What's a day in the life like? I asked Carlos this the other night because I want to better understand this modern players. How do you guys train? How many hours on court on a typical off-season day? What are you doing in the gym, the track, if you're in the pool? Like, what's it like to be you in the off-season?
Yeah, it's fascinating because every player has its own routine, his own style of practice. Our days are very long, starting around 9:30, 10. First session would be till around 1-ish, then after, a small rest.
Is that on the court?
No. A lot of gym. On court we do most likely a couple of hours. Of course we put in also some 3-hour sessions, also to prepare, for longer matches in Grand Slams, and then the second part of the day would be much more in the gym, which I like a little bit less, but you have to do, and then treatment and recovery, and then every day like this. So not every day. They give me some days off, so it's also great that.
Well, you also probably got some time off. It can't always be work. What did you do for holidays in your off time there?
Yes, no, it was a great time, especially spending time with my family, with my friends, with my loved ones, and it's great to, especially these are moments what I really enjoy because we are around so many people all the time, which is great, but it's also heavy at times, so I like to go somewhere very, very quiet, which is mostly my hometown, spending my time with my family there, having some vacation every year. I change a bit, so but yeah, it's great, and of course I'm even more happy to be back here.